Hey y'all, Gord here. Welcome to my messy room. I normally clean up behind me before I do a video, but I'm in a lot of pain today. I really hurt. I think it's a couple of days of overdoing the walking. Uh, Yesterday, definitely, I had an awful lot of medicine, and I maybe overdid my physicality because I felt I could when I couldn't. But I want to first say cheers, hello, and have our first wake and bake talk. Still morning. Cheers. That there was a little purple voodoo from MMJ Total Healthcare. Purple voodoo wax. It's a good way to start the morning. I want to start by saying yesterday, wow, what a great day. What a great 420. We had a live session yesterday. I wish a lot more of you could have joined, and we'll get better. We've decided that we're going to do more of this. We may even try to incorporate maybe a once a month Weedy Weekend live where we all talk about the news instead. I'll still bring the news, but we'll discuss it. We're trying to work on a whole bunch of new things that we can do collaboratively. Uh, we've got a really good group and, kind of band of bearded brothers. We'd love to see some sisters come to it too. Tia Snoozy, Elle. There's a lot of you out there. I'd like to see more ladies come forward and do some videos and share with us and become a part of it. We had about almost 2 hours of online talking and talking, and we had 5 continents. It was really, really nice. A shout out to Godforsaken Customs and your wife. Sorry we couldn't hear you. It was great to see you. It looked like you had a lot of fun. It's too bad you couldn't have joined in. Hopefully you can get your mic working. PhD in THC. You and your wife, Susie. Joey, man, you're fantastic. You wear your heart on your sleeve like a lot of us do. That's the way we are. I won't shout out everybody. It was sure nice to have talks with Patrick and with T-Town, and it was just a fun time. I got to admit I was a little nervous at first, but it didn't take long, and I just felt like I was sitting around the table with a bunch of buddies having talks. I like our community. I like our direction that we're taking it, and I want to wish another cheers. Rosin this time. But I had a lot I wanted to do today, and I'm not sure I can do it. So far, I can barely get off my chair. My back is extremely tight. My ribs are really, really bad. I am. I don't have enough THC pills to really just keep pounding those down, but that takes away the pain. Money sometimes takes away our ability to medicate properly. Speaking of that, 420, I just shared in Google Freddie Pritchard, the Weed King, giving a talk in Vancouver yesterday, and he spoke so well of it. He spoke so well on quit being complacent, quit thinking that, oh, the government's going to legalize, so we don't need to be activists. We need to be activists. We need to push. There is no way our government is going to do what's right for the people without the people forcing their hand. If we keep quiet, if we think, oh, they said they'll legalize it by spring 2017 now, they said, that our job is done. Our job isn't done. How will they legalize it? As he pointed out, look in Oregon, you can still spend up to 5 years in jail for having a plant. That's not a legal framework. Canada has said that they will not look at pardons for those already in jail because of something that's becoming legal. That's not bringing it into a legal framework. That's just making it a little less criminal. I've said before, decriminalization is a farce. It only allows the government to skim some of the money before it gets to the black market. The only way is true legalization. Let people have it. Let people try to make money off of the plant. If they can, don't support them. You don't need to support business. If they've got a good business model, they'll make money. If they don't, they won't. Don't support big business covering medical marijuana, but you wouldn't be able to support big business if all marijuana plants were free and free of criminal being slapped on the wrist, even if it's small. This is not the way to do it. So far, Canada's doing it wrong, and we have time to get a hold of our MPs, to write them, to talk to them, to camp outside their doors, to make sure they know that we want to grow. We want to have control over our own purchases. We want our tax relief to not depend on where we purchase from. Limits and all these things, regulations that don't make sense. I agree with some of the regulatory things being done, because if it can bring a more quality product, good. But we can get mired down in the muck of regulation to the point that we stranglehold everybody, that they can't make good product because it just becomes too expensive. And all this bullshit around the biggest fight over the next year, I think, is getting people to understand what concentrates are. The bullshit right now around fear of concentrates. If I were holding an ounce of flour and the ounce of flour is legal, within that ounce of flour is approximately 7 or 8 grams of concentrate. It's the exact same thing. It is just, I mean, it's okay if it's this big, but crumple it down to this size and it's now illegal or bad for you. We need people to understand that concentrate is actually what they should be pushing this society toward, making a cleaner, more pure product that we can enjoy. If we need to enjoy it, be it medically or recreationally, shouldn't we take any contaminant out first and make it pure? That's what we've done with every medicine known to man, is tried to make it more pure. But here we're trying to make the pure form to stay illegal. See, we got to get the illogic out of the facts. The things that don't make sense because they aren't true. Peace and cheers, love and harmony. Fight the good fight.